Tana claims she had sex with YouTuber Cody when she was 17 and he was 25. After we talked about it, I was like, man, nobody gives a actually. Like, I don't think anybody cares about this. But here are the girlies over at Faux Moi. 6,000 points.
It's nice to see.
Somebody cares.
Kind of blowing up. Yeah, and there's some drama with his sub. I guess they're like on lockdown mode because of all of this.
They're running D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked at his YouTube comments, and it seems like he's filtering out stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
not
Why
for sure,
wouldn't
but-
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mostly I've just been surprised by the cognitive dissonance, the total hypocrisy of, you know, the people defending him. It's really wild. I've commented on this sub before, but I was a huge fan of Cody for many years. He came and spoke at my university a few years ago, and I was so stoked to see him live. The biggest asshole, they said. He was making rude comments to fans during the Q&A session and was just such a shitty person the whole time. I've had a terrible taste in my mouth, and I haven't been able to watch him since. This is real life. I met Ethan at Denny's at 3 a.m. shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're both true.
And this is why, wrong, that's not why they're common. And this is why I don't leave my house, so that nobody can make any credible claims about me ever. Because if you were like, oh, I met Ethan Blatt and did, nope. Didn't leave the house. Nope. And let it be known, I have never had sex with a teenager. One of my great, frankly, one of my great claims. Yeah.
That's my boss.
W. And then this whole thing about his best, I guess the guy who was accused of rape was his best, not just his friend, his best man at the wedding. But again, I don't want to enter into that whole thing.
Bro, I met this high school girl that was hot as fuck.
You know,
tonight.
there was another aspect that I didn't know about it, is that his friend who was accused at Duke, apparently he has relatives that are high up in the Duke administration.
He's related to the provost and a professor.
They think that there could have been some feet on the scale there,
Yeah.
which is pretty fucked up. But again, you know, who knows?
Yeah, right?
This is very interesting to see, though. I mean, how do you handle this as Cody Co? As this keeps, I guess, getting like a bigger story. I wonder if he's going to be able to ignore it forever, or if it's like something that he's going to have to address.
I wonder. I don't know. Truly, like, who makes such a poor choice like that?
Yeah. I mean, he'd probably just say, "I thought she was 18." He'd say, "She was 18 at the time."
I guess.
And turn it into a he said, she said. But that's still gross.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if I was his PR manager, I'd probably tell him to not talk on it ever in his whole life.
That's I don't know if that works anymore.
Really? Because that's always been my default. Just ignore it.
I think that's probably good advice in most cases, though. But it depends how big of a story it becomes. I promise you, I probably think that he's like, this is so stupid, who cares? Is probably his take.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, this is what we do around here. There was another one, but I lost it in the sauce here. Here this got. Don't we have images of comments? So I don't have to scroll through here.
In Discord.
Yeah. Here's another one. I saw him at a live show in Seattle during their TMG tour. This was right after they released a podcast with Post Malone, and they just had released their Locals Only album. I waited a while during Q&A to ask if they could potentially ever do something with Post. I can't remember exactly what they said, but it was pretty condescending. I remember feeling embarrassed afterwards. And you know what? That's just part of being a celeb, man. You want to talk to me? That's how I like to leave our fans. Bewildered. Confused. Yeah. So here it is. I assumed that his audience was like mostly women for some reason. Or maybe it's 50-50. I don't know. Do you
I didn't think that.
I guess not. He does have the frat boy energy. But now the Mirror, I don't know anything about this. Is this a big publication? I don't know anything about them.
I'm not familiar.
It's highly reputable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the most reliable news source.
This
in
is
the country.
this is the actual conversation we had when you were doing it. But I got to know.
The Mirror, it's a tabloid.
Mm.
So take.
I mean, it belongs
that
in
what
it.
you
This
will.
is
They're
a
just
tabloid
reporting
story.
the same thing that we reported.
I'm sorry. I just realized they're the ones that wrote the article about my boxing match.
So
not- yeah.
super high levels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Peak journalism.
So there it is, I guess. So no new information here. In fact, there's lots of typos. These are connected. The website's frankly a mess.
High quality stuff.
Very important stuff.
There it is. Cody Co, everybody.
We'll be keeping a close eye on that. To bring
We'll be
you all
watching.
the latest updates.
If he wanted to address it, what's the best way he could do it? Like in a world where he's like, I'm going to take this head on.
Best way for us or best way for him?
No, I think like maybe the...
Because the best way for us probably involves a ukulele.
Just a, yeah. With a ukulele.
All aboard!
That's true. No, I mean like just the best overall response where everyone's like, that was a good response.
Fuck me, right?
If he's like, listen, yes, she was 17, and frankly, I need to apologize because I have had sex with women way younger than that.
Not to mention
And on a very regular basis. Me and all my frat brothers. It wasn't right. And if I could unstatutory rape them, I would. That's a little vulgar.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry about that.
Probably not the best thing to include.
Yeah, sorry. Apparently not. Even, it turns out R. Kelly's standards are higher than Cody Co's.